We are merging. Oh, this wasn't what I was expecting. Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be talking about The Flash, Season 2, Episode 4, The Fury of Firestorm. And as usual, I want to talk about what I thought of the episode that just aired tonight. And if you guys want to add in anything that I might have forgotten or something you disagreed with or you agreed with, please let me know, because I'm always excited to hear what other fans think. Fans like myself. So let's get into this. First of all, this is an episode that I feel that should have been dealt with last week. I think this situation should have been dealt with last week when, Dr. Stein got on fire the first time. I think that was very important. But unfortunately, they held it off a week, and now they decided to take care of it, which is fine. Okay, I'll let 1 week go, And Jay wasn't in this episode, which I was kind of disappointed with. I wanted to see Jay get his powers back eventually, but it looks like they're holding that off for a little bit. But, we do get Dr. Stein. He's having these difficulties, maintaining himself, and he needs somebody to help him, fuse together to become Firestorm. And, okay, so they find 2 guys who might be a good match for him. And one guy is a complete nutball, while the other guy seems like he has a better heart in place to become a superhero, even though he doesn't want the position. So first of all, I'm going to say Jefferson Jackson, who is the new Firestorm, taking over for Ronnie. I think he's a pretty cool character. I like him so far. I'm liking what I see. He's pretty cool. I'm gonna say that. What I didn't like, though, was the villain of the week, I guess you could say. I thought he was really over the top. At first, I didn't know where they were. I didn't even think he was going to be the villain of the week. But then he had, this douchebag quality to him after he didn't get the chance to be, get these powers. He was like, oh, so you guys all called me here for nothing, And then he just storms out of Star Labs, and it's like, okay, I didn't know this was something that was to be taken for fun, And, he just wanted to be the superhero just to be a superhero, I guess, and manipulate his powers, or who knows what he was going to do with it. Obviously, we saw kind of what he might have done with it, because he had a lot of anger issues, and Barry and the new Firestorm, Jefferson, had to take this guy down. And, so if there's any weak spot in this episode, definitely it was this villain of the week character today. I really did not like this character at all, and it was just everything about this character was annoying to me and dumb. So I'm hopefully we'll never see this character again, and if they do bring him back, which I hope not, hopefully they make him a lot better. We also had a little bit of Iris finally deciding to go meet her mother, and after a little bit of convincing from Joe, because she tells Joe that she has McGregor's, which is actually a disease. Someone reminded me it's not a real disease, but it was a disease that was also mentioned in a previous season of Arrow. I forgot about that, which in turn was a fake disease that was created in the movie Batman and Robin, of all films. But so she said that. Who knows if it's true or not? But Iris decides to finally go see her mother again, and she tells her, or no, Iris figures it out that, hey, I know you have another son. She figures it out somehow. I forgot right now how, but she figures it out, and she points it out to him, and she doesn't deny it. She's just in shock that Iris knew. And that to me was really cool, because that's the setup right there for Wally West to now come in. So in the comics, Wally West is a Flash, and but unlike Jay, he's related to Iris, and so he's in the Flash family, literally. And In the comics, though, he's like a cousin to Iris, I believe. So, or nephew to Iris. But in this version, they're going to, it looks like, make him Iris's brother, which to me is still just as good because you're still having him within the West family, which makes sense. And actually making him the brother of Iris makes even more sense to me because this, like, what would be his reason? What would be, if, like, yeah, as far as we know, Wally, or, yeah, Iris doesn't have a brother. So you might as well just make Wally the brother, right? In order for Wally to be Iris's nephew, she would already have to have a brother. And so this is kind of, I guess, just getting it more clear and cut. And I like that. I like that they're setting it up like that. Also, we got Harrison Wells back, and he's causing a little bit of trouble, maybe. I'm not even sure what his deal is in this episode, but he was caught. Joe knows about it, and because Tina Mickey, found her, him, and, Joe's deciding to keep it a secret, and he's telling Patty, hey, look, don't tell Barry about this, and she's like, but I'm not good at lies, and he's like, you better, and I'm like, yeah, if you want to be in this kind of show, you're going to have to, lie, because that's what happens all the time on Flash and Arrow and Smallville and whatever other superhero shows there are right now. They're always hiding secrets. And, yeah, so they decide to hide it, but it looks like hiding it doesn't really matter because at the very end, Harrison Wells reveals himself to Barry after getting attacked by King Shark. I don't know too much about King Shark, but let me tell you, that CGI at the end there of that, creature shark, King Shark, that was freaking amazing. I have never seen The Flash do... See, The Flash has had some really great CGI. I'm telling you now, there's been some really great special effects, but this is probably the best single shot that they have ever done before. As soon as that hand came out of nowhere and then you see this gigantic shark, I'm like, what is this? Is this real? Is this a movie or is this like TV? What? It was like amazing. And then I just read this article online from the producers, from one of the producers saying like, yeah, that was our single most expensive shot. And yeah, I freaking believe it. You can see all the money. That's probably why this episode wasn't up to par, because all the budget of this episode was put into that shark. And that shark alone was worth the episode. So, okay, maybe not, because I am going to give this episode a 7 out of 10. I thought it was an okay episode. It's probably one of my least favorite episodes of The Flash, but 7 out of 10 is still a pretty decent score. So I didn't hate it, obviously. I still found some enjoyment. I like some of the setup and the Easter eggs that we got, and specifically to Wally West. And I did like the new Firestorm, Jefferson. I thought he was a nice little replacement for Ronnie. Maybe not as good as Ronnie yet, but then again, I don't know the character too much, and I want to see him develop more. So, and obviously we might, because Firestorm is supposed to be part of Legends of Tomorrow. So, hopefully we'll get to know him a little bit more through that show if we don't get to know him more in Flash. So we'll see. So guys, I think that's it. That's all I had to say about this episode. I enjoyed it, and tell me what you guys think. And if you are watching this video for the first time and you've never seen my videos before, why not subscribe, because that's a cool thing to do these days. And like this video, and just know, I'm gonna try to review every Flash episode this season, just like I did last season. So if you haven't seen those episode reviews, go check them out, especially if you want to know my opinion on them. And yeah, it's hopefully next week will be a bigger improvement from this way, especially now that it looks like the juicier stuff is about to come with Harrison Wells and Barry meeting this new Harrison Wells. So let's see how he's going to react next week. So until next week, take care.